Anton, Archie, Purple. See how the connection is. Connection's cool. Those comeback kids as well.
It's what we do in those moments that can define us.
There's where the lag happens. Look, see? Look. Look how bad that is. I should say, yeah, didn't that feel good to open up? Didn't do that, but okay. Maybe they need to put this over here a little bit more. That would have been cool. They would have put this over here. Then they could have put this right back here. They could have put that back here. So then you can't get back here. That's how they could have fixed it. Took this cart and put it right here. Ever since I put the joystick on here, the new one, not the new one, the old one, my old one, I can run now. There you go, you got up. Very easy. This one's gonna probably leave. He's probably like, look, I'm gonna go to that gas and make sure that I don't get kicked out. I'll make sure I don't get kicked out here.
Didn't think I could be more awesome, but I am. Shit, don't look at me.
The other day, no, not the other day, I was watching Knight Rider. It was about a, what was it called? It was one of them, the world's one of the, like, the famous ones that like, it was, because you remember the episode from way back when. Way back when. You know, you watch an episode of TV or something, I mean, not TV, an episode of like one of your favorite episodes on, see, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Knight Rider had this one. It was called, The Blind Woman, she didn't see anything, so that, like, her husband got attacked or something. And then she was supposed to be like the witness of everything. So then they go in there and they try to attack her and everything, trying to get her back. It's one of the episodes that were controversial back in the day. That's how you remember it. Not like, oh, like, well, you know, it's because some TV networks back in the day, but not a lot, wouldn't put stuff like that on and like they were kind of like sketchy when it comes down to that. I'm like, oh, I remember this episode. As soon as I seen that woman being blind and everything, it was just weird because it was like, oh, I remember this episode. It's like an episode that you, like, if you watch, like, Seinfeld, you're like, oh, that's the Seinfeld that he goes in the pool and then he goes out of the pool and then he gets undressed and the woman's like, oh, look how small it is and everything, and she's laughing and everything to Jason Alexander. Or, damn, what other one was it? Like, The Big Bang Theory, the one that, like, he gets the whole, you know, the chemistry wrong and things like that, and he's upset because he doesn't get the formula correctly. I forget what that was. It was all a nightmare or all a dream or something. I forget what that episode was, like, completely. Well, I do remember some of, like, The Big Bang Theory. The only part I didn't like about The Big Bang Theory was the hotel, the apartment that they kept on, you know how they kept on walking up the steps. If you watch The Big Bang Theory, a lot of people watch that. Where they walked up the steps over and over and over, and it was the same level. I just never got that. Like, why didn't they just go and tape on the first floor, and then it was like the lobby, and then walk up a couple steps, and be up in the main where their place was on the hotel. It felt like a hotel because they had the elevator and the steps. But the elevator would always be broke or something like that. It wasn't like, oh, that's how they give it a style to it. No. I just don't think. I mean, I did watch 11 seasons. I think it went 11 seasons. I think it went 11 seasons. But I really didn't watch, like, on The Big Bang Theory, I didn't watch season 1, season 2 until later. For some odd reason, because I never really thought about watching season 1, season 2. Let's see. No. Do you think they're gonna open up the freaking doors?
Better help.
A special shout out. Okay, this side's open. Well, the boxes don't move yet. You have the 2 losers that came in and tried to take all my kills out. Oh, they did open up the doors, thank God. Because they did was trying to take all my kills. And I thought they weren't gonna, I thought they weren't open up the doors. When you look at it, if you look at the nerd's money, and you look at his money, he has 84. He has 12K on him. We already know who opened up the doors.
That's old school.
Well, that sounded so different. It was like earlier, there was a game, and no one really cared about that one person. And the nerd was over here while the other one was playing the video game. The other one, Andre, the one that played Andre, actually became like he was gonna open up the door, and then he thought about it. He was like, "Nope, not gonna open up the door for someone that I don't need to pick up." So he was sitting there like, "Oh," he was hitting me with the his gun. He was like, "Why don't you go over there and help someone like that?" He was going over to help someone out that, apparently doesn't want to go and open up the doors. Look how much money that person has. They gotta open up the doors. And I could tell who opened up the doors. The nerd was the one that actually did open up the doors. That one.
Shit, don't look at me. The right to remain dead.
One more window. I think one more window has it.
Try that again, Hasselhoff. All access, people. All access.
There you go. There you go. And they got the trophy now. It's all the teddy bears again. I should do a video of me doing all the teddy bears. Because some people don't know where all the teddy bears are, and I kind of like to know every single one of them they are. Well, I just did it. Usually, I want to get the teddy bears done before around 8. Okay. So, that's the reason. So how's everybody doing this morning? How's everything going on this morning, afternoon, or, you know, evening, or, you know, crazy day? SMG kills. I knew I was the host. But it was running perfectly fine. And then we're gonna be terrible anyways. Boss battle. Slasher. I'm gonna get this bounty. I'm gonna try to get some of that bounty down right there. That's even the right was. It's probably Andre. Watch this. No, AJ.
This looks like a summer vacation right out of nightmares.
Look at this. This is always cool, right?
Here I was, thinking you'd be the first one dead. The performance was better than expected, but still left much to be desired. Standard conventions would have recast you as a bumbling jock, but I hate standard conventions.
I think this is the SMG. Is that SMG? Yeah. I'm not really care about this whole Easter egg part of it. I'm just trying to get some of this done in this SMG. The reason why I'm gonna go get some more ammo, because look how much ammo I have left. Go hit that real fast. Come on. No, I wanted you to be over here. No, I wanted you to be over here. Not over there. That's what for. Stop. Come on, let me. One more circle. Show me that circle, man. Show me it. Sharpie. Come on. There we go. Come on. No. Didn't hit it. There you go. Now I gotta go get this max ammo. And the reason why is when he jumps up there, goes up there, there'll be another max ammo. Everything he completes, when he completes it, when I complete something, I get max ammo. So when I raise the skulls up and then the skulls zap down and they make a big circle, that's another max ammo coming this way. When I'm done with this, that's another max ammo coming away. When he goes up to the top, that's another max ammo. So watch. By the time the circle, It's probably there, but I can't see. This is not a time based on the whole. See, it's still not there yet. So when I complete this, see, that's what I was trying to say. When I complete something, it automatically, puts the ammo there. If you ever guys want to know how to get ammo on this one, it's not time when you complete something. $100, 200. I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, if I complete it, I complete it, but it's by mistake by the time. This is not what I would do if I was doing this Easter egg. If I was actually doing the Easter egg, I'd actually go straight down, go over to that. I would do the skull of that one over there. I would do this one first. The reason why I would do this one first is look how small of the area that you get compared to this skull. You get more room on this one than over there. And that's exactly why I do that one first. Let me see what Black Virus would give me. Something stupid. See, I got the ammo and then I completed that whole circle. When I completed the circle, another ammo came through. This one is not on a counter. When you complete something, then you get a max ammo. This map and this boss and the shuffle do the same thing. When you complete something, you get a max ammo. You can't wait there around the whole time to get a max ammo. And that's what sucks. The shuffle should automatically give you like a 5-minute window. If you don't have no ammo, it should automatically do that. That's what the programmer should have done. If some playtester would have been like, this ain't right to have no max ammo go through on shuffle. That's why they need a playtester to go through here and actually play these and then think of what would be the best way to do things. I could make a little bit easy on people that want to play this, but they can't do the Easter eggs. It's almost defying like the whole situation. If you play like Jason Blundell's maps on Treyarch, and he has those ciphers, because he's a what's that called, the cipher? They learn on that cipher in college and things like that. That's crazy that they'd put those in the zombie maps like that. I remember this one has Ninja on it. And I'm trying to go over there and go get it, but ninja, where the, like as soon as you shoot up or shoot down, you about to reload, automatically does it. Did they patch it where? That's weird. Jump down. Actually, I think they did patch it. Because usually, I don't think so. I don't think this was. I gotta go through my tapes to see if that actually comes. Because some of this, I don't have the. I have the gate go up, the fencing. But that's in certain areas. Not all the spots. Who knows? That's crazy. I should have been dead or red. Should have been dead. He must really, really, really hate me, the slasher. Not really worried about the time. Oh no, I can't get this done. This Easter egg, oh no. It's really, really funnier because people are like, oh, you need the Benjamin Franklin bow, or you need the acid rainbow. The acid bow sucks. You do not want that at all. You don't need any bows, but if you were trying to clear them out as quick as possible, get the real win. You don't need no bows. You don't. As long as it sprays. The only time I need, like, when I use the rolling bow, just to clear them out faster. The zombies, and it makes the, say if I was playing with like 2 more people or 3 more people, I usually try to take a bow in there just in case, because I have to go and worry about this one, then worry about the middle one, then I have to go and help the person. That's what, 5? That's in the middle? Yeah. It's almost done. Should have brought in the FHR, and I think the FHR is a SMG. That should be it, and he's ready to die it out. You don't need cards. I just want to see what the luck virus gives me. That's all. I just want to see what the luck virus gives me. So someone says, well, you need this card, this card, this card, and you need this card. No, you don't need any cards. You don't need those perks either. You don't need no perks. I always explain to people, like, you don't need any of this stuff. So someone sits there and says, yeah, you need this and this and this. Don't listen to people sometimes. See? They didn't last very long. Whoa. Whoa. This is crazy. No, I'm just checking. Isn't that the coolest? He get pushed back in here. Trust me, he get pushed back. There's not that many games unless he sits there in a party like that. That's why you wait until round 8 and then you leave.
Enjoying the thrills and chills of Spaceland.
Well, if it isn't the one and only Willis White, master of the macabre. I'd say, long time no see. I'm
Perhaps the winds are shifting.
She's still in the party? Yeah, he's still sitting there in the party.
Oh, I knew you.
He's still sitting in the party? Yep, he's still sitting in the party. Is he still sitting in the party? Yep, he's still sitting in the party.
Good work, everyone. May.
Please do not disassemble. He'll live.
Very awkward moments when it comes on that. Very awkward moments.
his way out of this place. We're not shooting a blooper reel here, you know. Careful in this next area. It's a hot scent. Horror isn't for everyone, you know. Cut! That was terrible! Back to one, everybody!
Hold on, hold on. We already knew he was gonna get kicked out for inactive.
Lady loves to see. She. What's my line?
See, I'm like, okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm like pondering, okay. You see the green coin right here? See what it looks like, the green coin? You look at it, okay? So look, just look at this.
Good work, everyone. Mainly me.
Oh no, actually, these guys are the men. hold on. Hold on. Okay, if you go down here, let me go look at this. Okay, Kepler. Look at this point, Kepler. Kepler's not in that direction. Kepler is not that direction. Astrocade. If you look at the coin, if you look at the green coin, Astrocade is, it should be the blue coin, right? I don't think they should have this. They should have just had Astrocade that direction. Like, just like this. And that sounds wrong too. The only way you can get over there by Kepler is just get sprayed up top. It's round 8. Time to go. They can have their bunny. They can have all that good stuff. It's round 8. See, the guy left. This guy left. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, look at me. I wasn't sitting there to open up doors. I didn't sit up there to open up doors. that guy's back. He's probably like, yeah. I don't want to play with you either. That guy's weak. Trust me, he's weak.
So, yeah.
There's not that many games going on. If he's done it on here during the morning, he would probably know that 100%. There's no games. There's probably like 5 or 6 games going on right now. Especially on any other board, the DLCs, you're not going to find anybody else. Basically, most lobbies will host
Yeah.
you get a split screen, you'll get a split screen, or, yeah. I don't know why you'd think that, maybe because he was showfied, because he thinks that, he thinks he's not that great, when he's probably that boring.
Do it yourself.
Then again, he's probably one of those guys that goes in and opens up the doors anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people do. They come in and open up the doors, and I probably told him about himself. I don't remember a lot of people.
No, last time.
ATM? You mean someone put money in the ATM and then left?
Yeah, like just put money in there.
I don't do that. I don't put money in the bank. All it is to protect the city car. All you do is protect the city car.
Yes.
Yeah, you protect it 3 times and... Where the parts and pieces are. Yeah. What do you need help on? Like the coins. If you look at Packer Punch, if you actually look at Packer Punch, I don't know. If you look at Packer Punch, there's these coins. See this coins right here on the ground like this. These little circles. That's where the coins go.
Yeah.
Like 3 red coins go to Kepler. That's like the battery. You shoot the battery off the boat. Get the glasses. Shoot the targets. 5 targets. The shredder is up at on the back of the... I've been in this boss fight about 1,000 times. But if you guys want to open up some doors, that would be great. I mean, you guys have a lot of money right now. Nah, you guys have tons of money. You guys should be opening up doors. See, even B. Williams is like, yo, I died.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He probably knows.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Well. So how much money you got? Bada bam, bada boom. Be right back, 2 seconds. Oh, I can join a game, it's real easy. What is my highest round? What's my highest round? Is that what you're saying? On here. I came back.
Well,
Yep, I came back. Hold on. My highest round is probably 71. Someone on my chat saying, what's your highest? On here, 71. And that was without director's cut or anything else to help. Let's see, we got 187. Yeah. Hold on. So, my highest round 71, that was without director's cut, and I should have recorded it because it would have been cool to have, but, I always tell, like, how to explain how to do, if you're gonna go high rounds without director's cut or something like that, I usually use, after 50, I think it's 55 to 60, almost close to 60, they'll get tougher and tougher to kill the zombies. So, I usually used this trap, that trap over there, and I used the arcade trap. I use it's called a point gun, a gun that's probably useful to mostly get would be like the ERAD or the NV4. Get a gun that you can actually know that it will still try to kill as much as you can at a, basically, some people wouldn't believe me, that's what it would have been. See, someone would say, yeah, you were at 71, you were at this and this and that. If you, I think I still have the picture on Twitter. If you go on my Twitter page, I don't know if it's still there. It might not be. On Twitter, hold on. I can't talk over top of some voices sometimes.
Yours truly.
So, 71 was at the very beginning of this game, and I was waiting for them to beat the alien fight. So I was watching streams while I was waiting for them to beat the alien fight. And so I'd go around in circles and do the whole thing, going over back and forth, waiting for that to happen. So my highest run is 71. Xbox or PlayStation. If you look at the grayscales of PlayStation, then you'll know. This area, if you looked right here in this area, this would be actually brighter on Xbox. PlayStation uses darker tones, darker skill levels. Like if you look at this right here in this area, you took a picture right here, okay, and then you take a picture on Xbox the same direction right here. Xbox will be more brighter. They use more light. Can you join? I'm in a public lobby. If one person leaves, then yeah, you could join. You can join all you want. But does that mean that I'm gonna stay into the lobby? No. I mean, I'm in a public lobby, that's basically it. If I'm in a private lobby, it's because I'm doing an Easter egg for someone. Polar Peak is the last one they need to open up. So who's going to open up that Polar Peak and open up that terminal and go to the portal to there? Who's going to do that? I don't even know what round it is. It doesn't show me on. See, it doesn't even show me what round I am in. See that, guys? It doesn't show me in the corner. No, I'm showing my chat that it doesn't show me what scene I'm in. I mean, you guys have like tons and tons of money. I mean, you guys could be opening up all the doors, right? Almost 6 o'clock. Yay! Now I gotta go get the boombox.
I'm expanding the session. Don't worry, it's within budget.
Yep, there it is. Now it showed up. as a scene. I gotta figure out, like, that guy, like, I gotta figure out, like, where did I see that guy once and say he's like, no, I'm play with your DJ Blue Art Crazy Channel. I gotta look at my videos to see where, like, I probably came in and probably said, yeah, look at this. Or looked at his trophies and probably said something about his trophies. It gave me one of them ones where if it showed ammo crate. That's what I thought it would have been, ammo crate. It actually gave me one of them, like if the bullet wasn't hitting correctly, it was like, yeah, lossless ammo or something, whatever it was called. I think that was just done this part too. There's cards that shouldn't exist, and there's cards that, you know, for some reason the card exists on here. Like Fire Chain. Go into a solo game. Go into a solo game. Go into a solo game. And play with the Fire Chain card. Does that make sense?
I think so.
No. Tell my stream. The cards that you like sometimes get, like lossless ammo and everything else. These are cards that should never been on here whatsoever. There was no thought process into the cards. The game testers didn't even give a crap about it. They're like, yeah, this is a great card, you should keep this on. Which, the Faith and Fortune cards, instead of having Faith and Fortune cards, they could have had amateur to beginner to, you know, that's how they could have done it. No one's going to play with the Fire Chain. No one's going to play with the health thing where it connects someone. It connects someone and keeps generating health to each other and make sure that happens. What else? Like I said, there's zombies there's zombies coming out in a couple more weeks here, or whatever, for the Cold War or something like that. And probably there's gonna be bubblegums to that crappy game. Who gives a crap about it? I'm not buying it. I wouldn't recommend buying the next Call of Duty game. Or just wait until it actually goes on sale for like $30. Don't run out and go buy it. The reason why people buy the game like on release date are still living the dream and still living the moment of time that if you look back in the days of PS3 time and Xbox time, and I'll explain this a little bit better with these guys in the back. The PS3 and Xbox time, when you actually got to Call of Duty and you went out and sat in the cold, rainy day of Call of Duty, and you'd go out there at 11:30 at night. Yes, release date was 11:30 at night. 12 o'clock midnight was release date. So you could go to your like Walmart, to your GameStop, and all that other stuff, right? So you'd sit there and you'd spend hours and hours and hours waiting for that game to come out. And because it was a midnight launch, everywhere you would go, it would be a midnight launch. Like everywhere, you know, if you go from here in New York to the time zone to California time, if you went and traveled from to here to California, and you got there before 3 hours before that time, and you got there about like 11 o'clock, you'd still have to wait for launch time at 12 o'clock at night there. People still hold on to that. That's like if you watch, like you have your dad, say you have your dad or your mom, and what they do is watch the old TV shows, yes. Like even your grandfather or grandmother or something, they use the whole excuse of Murder, She Wrote to Bewitched to what else? People grasp on old ways of doing things. Grasping on old TV shows. We all do it. We all do it. No matter what, even if it's not a TV show, it's actually a movie that can hold back onto it. I myself, I do it all the time. There's shows that I actually love to watch over and over and over. So, if someone's like watching a, like say, hold on. That's okay. I'm gonna explain this a little bit better. Okay, and that's the reason why Call of Duty was back in the day. From the PS3 to the Xbox, we would sit there and wait until 12 o'clock midnight, and you would actually try to get it as fast as you can. So your friends, say you live in New York, okay, and your friends live in California, and you'd race. You try to go home as quick as can be. Get to at least 2 to 3 hours in the game time. This is no joke on this one. 2 to 3 hours before they get the game. By the time they would go get the game, it'd be 12 o'clock there. You'd have almost close to the prestige level, and you'd be like, yeah, I remember I was on the level 12 or level 13 on almost going to prestige level. You'd rub it in their face because they would actually be like, you know, you'd be up in prestige level almost. You'd be at like level 50 getting out of prestige level. And then you'd go into their lobbies. You'd go into their lobbies because they were in California or Oregon or Seattle or things like that, or Washington. And you'd go in there and like, oh, you got this guy that's like the highest prestige level there is, and things like that. And it's like, it's like kind of like you're rubbing it in someone else's face when it does that, okay? That's the reason why. That's why a lot of people still sit there and try to get the game before time. Because they hold on to the whole situation. They hold on to the old memories of Call of Duty. So if you buy the Call of Duty game, you're sitting there like, yeah, the Call of Duty, yeah, I'm going to buy it the very first day. I'm going to sit there and try to level up as quick as can be. Those days are way gone. Way, way gone. And if you say, no, they're not gone, well, they're gone because of how they do the servers down. How they turn them on. And I think this is the last, no. Like, I'm trying to think, AW is the last game. One of these games, this game or IW or AW is like the last game that had a midnight launch. I think it was AW that had the midnight launch. So if you're wondering why people go out there and buy the game and still have that moment of time and saying, oh, the very first day they actually have to buy the game of Call of Duty, is that's the reason why. And you can't say because they're streaming it or they're doing this because they want to be the first ones to stream it. The people who first stream it that have like a 2.3k people those are people who are gonna stay out there and completely buy the game every single time and play for maybe one single night to two single nights and that's it. And then go to a different game. Yeah. But they got the game for free, or they get it towards where someone else bought the game for them, and that's how they do things. They don't care if they're up there and having the viewers. I don't know how to explain that a little bit better. So if you're gonna go out there and buy the game, if you're buying Call of Duty, just wait until it goes on sale. The reason why, there's no race at all. There's no race at all between going to Prestige 1 to Prestige 10. They don't do that anymore. They don't do Prestige levels. That's the most dumbest thing ever. Call of Duty needs to step back and say, well, we're the dumbest idiots ever. We used to have a game that had 10 million to 15 million people that played it every single day. Look at their stats right now. Look at what they play. Look how many times I can go into a lobby right now, and look how many zombie games I can go into. Call of Duty dies out fast. Quickly and fast. I can leave this game, okay? And I'll wind up with the same people over and over and over until round 8. Until about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock my time, PM. And that's when it starts going up. By users that want to play zombies. It starts dying about 12-ish, almost close to 1-ish AM. As of right now, because it's probably about almost close to 7 o'clock. It's almost about 7 o'clock AM right now. The time, probably, there's probably about 6 games going on at the most. 6. And this is no joke. 6 games, yes. And it dies. This game's a great game when it comes down to actually playing zombies. I don't play Call of Duty 4. I don't play that game. I'm not gonna sit there and play that game. Because I don't want to beat down an eyeball. I don't want to go beat down an elephant, a zombie elephant. I don't want to go kill a werewolf and have to actually put him in the green light. The green light, and then say, oh, okay, put him in the green light, shoot him. Then he buries himself down like a hedgehog. Like a groundhog, I mean. And bury yourself down there and then have to beam another freaking green light to put him in the square. And then Nuketown, you have to put stupid codes in. You have to get the protector out and everything else. Oh my god, I hated Black Ops 4. I hated Black Ops 4 zombies. I can't sit there. I cannot sit there and play it, and I couldn't play Call of Duty 4. Not because everyone thinks it's hard and everything. It's not hard. There's no challenge. There's no challenge whatsoever in Call of Duty 4. Right, guys? I mean, think about that. I know that people listen to me, and I know, like, when it comes down to watching my videos, and you watch my videos over and over and over. The other day I had like 75 people watch my old videos. For some odd reason, I've been gaining more video views on everything. I don't know why. For some odd reason, it's been picking up over and over and over. I think because I'm talking a lot more than I'm playing a game, and like, who knows? See, 6 people, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, and everything else. When you watch another, like a streamer or something, this is the other thing I was going to ask. If you watch another streamer, you're sitting there watching them, and they're playing a video game, but they're not content of watching their chat and everything. Do they get discouraged and leave their chat because they're not paying attention to you? I mean, I watch everybody's streams. I watch them, and I'm sitting here like, I might have 4 people in my chat. I might have 16 people in my chat. I'm still here talking. I'm still here streaming. And if someone did say something in my chat, I mean, I do say, hey, hi, what's going on? If you find me, come find me in the chat, or I mean, into the game. You know, someone's gonna say, hey, can I join? Can I join? Yeah, I'm in a public lobby right now. It's a public lobby. Public means everybody can join. What else? What else? No. The host quit. That's a public lobby for you. Right there. That's a public lobby for you. So, do you guys get discouraged between time? Like this is what the question was. When you sit there and you're watching someone's stream or someone's video and you're like, well, this person's talking a lot, maybe I should say hi to them, or maybe they, you know, or do you like when someone actually talks and they're sitting there talking, randomly talking? Do you guys are entertained by that? I don't know. Like how I was talking about the whole, everyone clutches on their youth, and that's what happens. A lot of people do clutch on our youth. And it could be a movie, it could be a television, it could be something, and that's what happens. A lot of people do that. Like even a pair of socks or a pair of shoes that you can't get rid of. People clutch on that. It's crazy. So that's what I was trying to explain to you guys. Don't go out and rush out there and go buy Call of Duty because you're clutching on your youth. A younger generation's not gonna go out there and buy a Call of Duty game and rush out there and buy it real fast. A person that's been, I think, 28 to, I think, 40, 43-year-olds from that generation. Yes, it's 43. Go out there and they will go out there and sit out there at 12 o'clock at night and go buy Call of Duty because they clutch on their youth. And don't say you know someone or have a brother or something or a cousin that goes out there and right away wants to buy Call of Duty the day of. What's the day of Call of Duty? November what? Maybe it's October. I don't know anymore because I really don't keep track of Call of Duty. This was probably the last Call of Duty that I actually kept playing. I did buy Call of Duty 4. I mean, Black Ops 4. I did play that. I beat all the maps. But do I actually still play it? No. It's not because of... There's no playable time. There's no... I don't know how to explain this. It's just... When I say... I could beat these bosses over and over and over. They're not hard, but they're easy to me. Okay? But if you played on Black Ops 4, you have to do step by step on step on step on step on step on how to do everything. Like, how many times, like the boat, okay, if you go to the boat one and you have to get all the way to the eyeball. That's dumb. It's very, very dumb. You go to the eyeball, what do you get when you beat the eyeball? You don't get nothing when you beat the eyeball in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Nothing. Zero. You don't get a soul key, you don't get nothing. Just like beating down the werewolf. Who in the right mind thought about the werewolf? Who in their right mind thought about that, guys? I mean, the generation between Call of Duty zombies. If they show 1 ounce of Call of Duty, the Cold War zombies, if they actually did, and they showed these kind of zombies, I would have bought it. Because of how much they hold back on these zombies, I would have... The reason why I bought these kind of zombies, it's not because everyone got a care package showing the 80s style zombies. The reason why I bought this game is because the trailer. Because the way they showed it, how they presented it. Call of Duty doesn't have that reaction to the zombie community. If you go back, if you actually look at the Treyarch zombies on Black Ops 4, there was no reaction to any of that at all. When they presented it on stage, and they said boots on the ground, everything, you know, blah blah blah, that was bullshit lie. And you guys be like, wait, this person saying bullshit lie. Call of Duty 4, whenever you go back into the stage and you sit there and like, boots on the ground. When Von the Heart said that and said boots on the ground. Play Blackout. Play Blackout. I bet you 100% I can lift myself up every time jumping. There's boosting all the time. Jumping up and down, I mean, that's double X. There's always a game company. There's always a game company. It always lies to you no matter what. I mean, I don't know how to say it. It's crazy. See, the only thing that they showed was them getting on the boat, the cinematic part of the boat, getting smushed over to the iceberg, and then they were like, "Look, we got another trailer for you." And then they showed the blood of the dead or something. The what's that called? The jail cells. And that maybe presented towards where people bought the game because they want to relive their life, their Call of Duty life. And that's exactly why Call of Duty does what they do. They built zombies, and they retro it, making it look like it's from past, which they can't do that. That's why I go in. If you guys listen to what I'm saying all the time, make things new and pull back on the retro stuff. I've been playing this game for a long time. A long time. Okay? And if you go back here and you go back on one of my videos, I talk about what they could change. Get rid of those guns, those laser guns. You know how they have the electricity to the shredder to I know that's a part of this game right here, this one, but you can't really remove that. Okay, the elements don't put that in another Call of Duty Zombies. We're done with that. That's like the bows, the staffs, everything. You don't put that stuff in here. The Simon Says needs to go. It's been done 3 times. Origins on here. And I think it's on Black Ops 3. Origins. No, the moon. My mistake, the moon. When people start saying, what can they remove? Well, because they already did it, remove it. The one thing that they brought into this game is the aliens. The aliens were flying up and down, okay? You have to zap this sign. That's something new. The portals weren't something new at all. Hold on. The portals weren't something new. Because if you look at the portals, the way they act and everything else, they're from like the Reese or the Zombie Factory. If you go on to the Zombie Factory, you'll know. It's been done. Don't do it anymore. I'm telling you how it is. There's like a lot of things that could be moved, okay? That's new. They brought in a partner. Look at this. This is another thing that was brand new. That's what I liked about this map. Was a robot. And you bring in AI. Not the Silver Protector. If you look on Black Ops 3, and you look at that, what's that called? The Shadow of Evils. You look at the Shadow of Evils, what do? You get those fuses, put them in the wall, and then all of a sudden you get the Silver Protector. Black Ops 4, Nuketown, Silver Protector, right? Same shit. Same fucking shit. Don't repeat your things. That's what they need to do. They need to stop doing that stuff. Right? Honestly, it's 100% repeatable. They do the same stuff over and over and over. The cards need to be fixed. If you have people that can beta test better, and actually way better than anything else, then you have a flawless game. What I would do if I was a beta tester or a game company, say I was a game company, okay, I was going and building a game. And I was doing a game and I was making sure everything was really, really good. Okay. I'd launch it out to maybe 5 to 7 people. 5 to 7 people at the most. Okay. That would be beta testers. Testing out the game. Seeing how, like, if they can go down and beat the Easter eggs and things like that. And then I'll do a... Hold on. Hold on. Why is these guys circling around like idiots over here? Why? 3 times these guys circle around. Okay, the second wave of beta testers would be the people that go in, hack the game, or the people who go out and like go outside the map. They go out. They're considered glitchers. Okay. And if they find one or find a glitch towards the game, then that's what happens. You would go out and fix it. Make sure that they can't get back outside the map, correct? How can you remove that, or how could you fix that? Would be removing the transponder. The very first glitch on here, if you remember the very first glitch, it wasn't the jetpack. And if you jetpack, and this is what happens, okay, you die right here in spawn area. You would have a friend come in here and kill all the zombies except one. You'd be in the Afterlife arcade, the person who's going to go jetpack. And you'd come back and you time it correctly, 1, 2, 3, while you kill the last zombie. Your friend will go to the portal at the same time. That's not the first. That was the very, very first one. That was the very first glitch there was. What happens is, okay, and yes, it was the first glitch. You'd rebuy this over and over and over up in Adams. You'd keep on buying it over and over and over until it actually ended up shutting down. I think it was like 7 times you can buy up in Adams. And then the light would shut down. They fixed it. You can't do it anymore. What would happen is a zombie would, like, you keep on like buying it, and you'd go and buy it the last time. It would shut down. The light would shut down. A zombie would knock you down, and you'd get right up. You'd just keep on doing it over and over and over. It was like a god mode, kind of like a ghost. It was kind of a ghost. Up in Adams, like, kind of situation. That was what it was been. It might be still in the game. There might be there might be a way to do it, but I don't know if it's been patched or not. Like, really good. Just like if you play Black Ops 3, and you have the Zombie Factory. You go play the Zombie Factory and you go up and play, what's that? The Up and Adams on there, the Quick Revive. You buy it 3 times. You keep on going down. Keep on going down and come back and quick, buy the quick time, quickies and all that, whatever. The Quick Revive. The last time you buy Quick Revive, it should disappear. Right? But before it disappears, you crawl into it. You crawl into the Quick Revive, and then it should disappear, and it should have like a block on it. I don't know if it's still around or not. That's almost the same direction what that was. Almost. But you can move around into the area and It would have been fine. You guys probably don't remember that. It's before the rewind grenade, if you guys remember the rewind grenade. You guys probably don't remember that rewind grenade. You'd go pick up a rewind grenade. Yes, some people do that. Pick up a rewind grenade like that. Pick it up. Then go and play, like they would go play basketball for a couple times. They would sit there like, yeah, I'm going to get the rewind grenade. Yeah, whatever. Hold on. They would go and get the coins. They would start the coin thing, okay? They would do everything to get the boombox, the Kindles, what's that called? Kindle drops or dewdrops, whatever it's called. I don't even use those. The only time I use something would be the sentry gun. Then you'd go back and forth. You'd hit square and you'd go, just keep on putting like the trap in your hand and putting square, and you just keep on going back and forth until you actually get. You'd actually hit like at a certain time, hit the trap and hit the, go hit left, hit square, left, hit square, hit left, and square. And you'll still see it. You'll still see the. Instead of seeing the cards, you'd still be in the game. And then you'd wait here until the robot was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth about 5 or 6 times. You'd go right here, and then you would hit the left on the D-pad and hit the rewind grenade, and then as soon as it go into like a rewind, the robot would actually push you a little bit and you'd be in God mode. That was the third glitch of this game. It would be the same thing, but the last time it was actually active was when. The last time it was active was whenever you actually thought about this. The slasher when you go onto the robot. I'm not the robot. Sorry, robot. When you go over to the rowboat on the island and go into the water and you let the boat actually hit you. And when you I'm way off. I'm getting really tired. When you let the boat hit you, you turn red, automatically red. Then you hit the rewind grenade, and it automatically do that. It automatically you be in God mode completely. That would be Raven and Redwoods. Okay. On Attack of the Radioactive, yes. There was a God mode on Radioactive, but it's not enabled anymore either. Trust me, I knew every single glitch in this game. I knew every single thing. And if you're talking about, okay, this is what really bothers me, okay? When someone talks about a glitch, okay, and they're like, yeah, did you do the shovel glitch? Did you do this, do that? Those were glitches, okay? Like the rewind grenade to the transponder glitches and everything like that. Those were glitches. When someone says you're gonna do the 3-gun glitch, that's not a glitch. The reason why you don't determine it as a glitch is because of Mule Kick. If you don't have Mule Kick, which because of the director's cut, and whoever built the director's cut part of it and didn't do it correctly, Mule Kick should not been at all. It should not been on the list of being on here. Just like Perkaholic. Mule Kick what happens is, as soon as you get mule kicked and you put a gun on a third hand, okay, and someone wasn't thinking about that one, was as soon as you put the third gun in your hand and you go down, you'll lose it. No thought into that one where they should have removed it and take it out. So, reason someone figured it to where you could actually pick up another gun, put it in your hand, and punch and then hit is not a glitch. It's not a glitch. The reason how you say this is not a glitch, or the reason why I say it's not a glitch, is because if you go and play War at War, and yes, if you go play War at War, and you go play War at War, and you have one person at the box, and they go down, and then you open up the box while the other person is going down at the same time. You say, this is the box. You open up the box, you're hitting double tap square. Like you double tap square, you're reviving someone at the same time, gonna grab the weapon out of the box at the same time. You'd usually get the weapon, your third weapon. That's considered a glitch. Okay. Or you have two people go down. And I know too many glitches. I've been around the whole zombies. I could tell you every single glitch there was. Hell, I can even tell you transit. Do you guys remember transit, guys? Remember that? Remember that map? Well, and there used to be a glitch on there, and I'll explain that after I'm done with this whole, Well, transit was, you know, the room right beside beside spawn. Well, you use the what's that called? The turbine. You'd use the turbine to get into the small little the spawn room. Okay. One dude would run all the way over towards all the way over to the diner, and then the two other guys would sit in the spawn area next to the spawn room, and have those rooms open at the same time. One person sits in one corner, one person sits in the other corner, and the other guy would sit in the far back. And how that would happen would be a round skip. That would be a round skip. You just stand there and it would skip rounds. It would not spawn any zombies whatsoever. It's crazy that I remember every single one of the zombies. Even if you look at this, okay, even if you go on Shayla Numa. On Shayla Numa, you go outside the map, you go out towards the fishing hut, okay? There's a way to go outside the maps on Shayla Numa. You can get kicked underneath the map, you lay down and you let the zombie kick you underneath the map, that's one way. Or you go into the fishing hut on War at War, and you sit there right beside the window like this. You just go like this, and the zombie will kick you and push you out of the thing. Do you guys remember that? The fishing hut? If you go all the way over towards where the rock is, there's like an area. It will start round skipping. It would actually round skip. I've been playing zombies for a longer time than anything else. I've been playing zombies since the first day the first day it happened on the PS3. I could show you a glitch right now that's still enabled on on token. That's still there to this day that no one ever notices it. It's still there. I have done it, and it's still there. It's weird. It's weird because it's crazy. Okay? You have one guy up top. You have the other two downstairs beside the box. You could do it with one person, but down beside the box on token. The first map on War at War. Okay. The one person has to be up in the corner, up in really the top part of the corner. He cannot move. The two beside the box. Two beside the box, don't move whatsoever. All the zombies will circle right against that pole down there. MLG, thanks for the follow. I could tell you every list of every zombie, every glitch there was. It's unreal. See, for me, when it comes down to glitches or something like that, a 3-gun glitch is not a glitch to me. Do not ever say a 3-gun glitch. You know, a 3-gun glitch. I hate it when Johnny Killer NYC talks about how he does his 3-gun glitch and everything. He runs there and does the 3-gun glitch. To me, a 3-gun glitch is not a 3-gun glitch. It's not there. If you do a 4th gun or a 5th gun at the same time, you go to the box and get every single gun out of the box, that's a glitch. If you could pull 5 or 6 guns on you, that's a glitch. When you have 3 guns and you use Mule Kick as the 3rd gun, and then you go in there and get another gun, use a G-Reel. That's the 4th gun that you pull off. So then you pull off that 4th gun. So you take off Mule Kick, because of Mule Kick, now it doesn't think that you have Mule Kick whatsoever. You understand, guys. You understand what I mean. So if I go to the box and hit the box 3 times, okay, that's the average. Okay, then I go in the Pack-a-Punch, throw a gun in there, grab this gun, the Banshee, go in the Pack-a-Punch, punch, hit square at the same time. Okay. Basically, because of the animation, of the time of the animation, you know, you think it's a glitch. It's like, yeah, you could do that. No. If you can go in and put... What the hell are they doing up there? If you can go to the box and just keep on hitting the box, okay, and keep on grabbing the Banshee and keep on going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I meant. That's considered a glitch. If you're gonna have up to 5 guns in your hands or more, that's considered a glitch. Doing a box glitch on War at War over and over and over until you can't see any more guns come out of the box, that's a glitch. If you have 2 people go down at one time, and then one person is going to revive the one in the back, and it's a chain reaction where I would go, say, I go down, someone else goes down, and then someone else, goes down. Like, 2 people go down, and then I go hit the whole square while I get revived on someone else. And then I get up and then I go revive the person, and then I don't have no guns in my hands. I can go hit the box and just keep on doing it over and over and over. That's on War at War. Okay. Because I don't have no guns in my hands, I go in and I can go and use the box. I can go pull a gun off the wall. I can I could do everything. It's almost the same thing. Okay? I could do that with the bouncing Bettys. If you go on D-Rise, okay, and use the bouncing Betty on D-Rise, and you got 3 guns in your hands or 2 guns in your hands, you can go straight over and go into the, I call it the furnace room, and go get the Thompson. You go get the Thompson in your hand. You keep on going back and forth. You could the bouncing Betty's, claymores. I don't know. The War at War. You can actually do it on War at War in Black Ops 1. Let's do it that way. Wait, what? Wow. Thanks for the follow. MLG. I'm gonna just say thanks for the follow. This guy really likes his, wanting to get ahead over time. So when someone says that, and someone says, I'm gonna do the 3-gun glitch, you could say it's not a glitch. It's not considered a glitch. And it's not. The reason is the program or the programmist, the one that actually did the source code, didn't do it correctly. At all. The mule kick should never been on. The mule kick should never been on here at all. On the. Because what happens is when you're on here, okay, right here, right now. See, I only got 2 things in my hand. A 3rd gun would mess me up at the most. I pull off this right here. Okay. Now, what's gonna happen is the second one, okay? I just think they need to take that mule kick off of here. It would have been great. I'd rather buy it. I could have just bought mule kick like right here. You got 250k coming into the game. You can't spend, you know, to get mule kick if you want a 3rd gun. Some people that have director's cut don't put a 3rd gun in their hand. You guys know that. Okay. I'm not even really paying attention to this game. Just not. So, let's see, if you guys were like wondering, like, I talked for almost 2 hours. 2 freaking hours, it's crazy. About what is a glitch and what's not a glitch in this game, okay? If I do this, okay, and I stand right here. Right here, okay? Hold on. That one just like goes crazy. I stand right here. Okay, the zombie doesn't touch me. That's a glitch. This shouldn't never happen right here, okay? See how the zombie's not hitting me? But because of the program or the programmist didn't want to put this and search this area up. And they didn't have no testers. This is not considered a glitch. When you do a map, and this is what happens, when you build a map, and I was playing around with the, a little bit of, on Black Ops 3, the modding the maps and everything, what's that called? When you build your own maps on Black Ops 3, okay, you got red zones and you have green zones. Green zones are where it's at, okay? Where you can go and where the zombies can go at the same time. So the person would be green. The zombies would be brown. I don't know if it's the way it would be, okay? Right here where I'm standing at right here would be just completely white. for some odd reason right around this area. And how you know this would be because the direction of the zombies, okay? If you let the zombie walk down, he would walk crooked towards that way. And walk this way, that way. These guys are probably wondering how the zombie's not hitting me here. Right here, and right there. Watch how the zombie walks. See, the zombie will walk. Oh, see, it's gonna follow him. Let him. Zombies will walk slow. They won't walk, they walk like this. For some odd reason, they walk like that. They don't walk right in the middle. See, they won't unless you force it. See how I forced? See how it didn't walk that way? Right here, if you line yourself up there. It's like the same thing as the AFK spot over there. If you got a trip mine, if you put a trip mine against this wall right here, if you put a trip mine right against this wall, the beam doesn't show correctly. It comes out halfway. Did you ever do that, guys? If you ever did that, it's almost the same thing as doing this. Hold on. I know I'm going up here real fast. See, it's almost the same thing as this. See how this pool's sitting here? And you stand right here. You stand about right here. Because see how my foot is right there? I'm trying to get it into perfect condition towards it. See how my leg's not going up and how, like the foot. The zombies don't see me. That foot right there. Whenever it gets you so many zombies, they will see you. But the one zombie won't see me. See? The one zombie won't see me because of that foot being the way it is. That one. See how it's right there? Like, you can see how it's lifted up. That's a glitch. How could you explain this a little bit better? How do you reach these kids? See, okay. So, how do you get rid of this? Get rid of this pull, get rid of the whole thing. It's like almost the same thing if you, like, hold on. Hold on. See how I'm trying to show you? See? You see something different, guys? Okay. Right here in this area. Wow. Right about this area. There's like it's green. Okay, but this area would be white. No, there's no traffic, whatever it's called. It's traffic. What's that called? And then the zombies, I don't know, like, you guys need to play with, like, the Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3, the menu. Like, the tracing of the zombies are. And if you do your own map, I want to build my own map, and that's what I was trying to do the other day. I was doing it the other day, and I was figuring out how in the right mind, like, how I could do a map and make it more of a spooky map than anything else. Like, it's not, it's pretty cool. So far, it's about maybe 2 to 3% done. the I don't know, maybe when I start learning a little bit more on how to do these maps and all that stuff, and create my own stuff on the menus and things like that, it'd be pretty cool. See, the reason why I'm messing with those, like the old maps and all that, is because I'm hoping one day I can pull off some of these, like this stuff, and make it old. And like, I always figure out, like, if this was from the 80s, okay, how could this look like if it was in the 90s? Like in my way, or the way that I want to build this map, would be like the Spaceland sign would crash everywhere, would fall apart piece by piece, and like pieces of the Spaceland would be right here. But you can actually pick them up. You can actually pick them up and put them up there to build that. Okay. And the roller coaster would actually be down here, and like parts of the roller coaster, because the roller coaster would fall apart piece by piece. The track would be like falling apart too, but the carts would be down here, in this area. Then you have like, you'd have trees and everywhere because no one maintains anything. These hedges would be way up there. The trees, there would be trees everywhere growing. You guys know what I mean. Like the sidewalk would have grass growing in here. It would go inside here. I want to do something like that in this map. And that's what I was trying to do. I want to see what this map would look like. It was like, because this was 80, I think it was just 88 or 89. Okay. 10 years down the road, what would this map look like in 1999? Well, of course that you're going to have like a Backstreet, NSYNC, Britney Spears, you know, with the whole posters and everything in the background. And you have the music in the background, I mean. The neon would actually be gone. You would have so many things gone with this. The aliens would be gone. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be really, really awesome. And that's what I was trying to do, like with the mod menus, not the mod menus, how, like the creative menu on Black Ops 3. Like right here, this would be green, this would be green, this would be green, but right about here would be white. And for the zombies, because the zombies, there's a pathway. See how the zombies would go in a pathway? I know it's hard to explain, it's brown. The zombies have like a trace of brown. I've been messing around with the whole thing like that. Like, I do want to build one of these maps, and I do want to think like, well, how could you do something like that? How, like the cryosphere, this chromosphere actually gets changed as a name. Like, it's not the chromosphere. I want to, I want to do things to this map. Make it a 90s style map. Say Midnight Cafe, you see how Midnight Cafe would be? Because it was 90, 98, 99, 10 years, it would have like a computer, it would have a computer on top of it, say Internet Cafe. Internet Cafe, that would be, because that's what happened in the 90s. You had internet cafes. You didn't have well, you had Starbucks, but they weren't really popular to have the internet there. If you guys remember what the 90s were, there was a documentary on YouTube, and you type in internet cafe. There's a documentary that some guy he actually had a T1 or T2 servers. T1 T2 servers were actually the highest, like they cost like 3,000 to run every like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. They were highly expensive to get. This was no joke. So whenever someone says, well, remember those back in the days, those 90 days and everything else? Yeah, I do. I do remember those. So maybe one day I'd get this all fixed up, the 90s, and then maybe next year that's what I'll do. Maybe next year I'll do like all the parts of this, see what I could do. Maybe make it like it's wore down toward the point. Have maybe cobwebs go through this place. Do zombies in a different direction. Like, you know, have 90s style, like the 90s style zombies. But I don't like the Raven and Redwood style of that. That's not how 90s were. Everyone thinks the jumpers and everything were the 90s style. Maybe in other places were jumpers, but not up here. Up here was all about the baggy jeans. It was always about the what was it called? The belly shirts for girls. They always wore the belly shirts, the tightest belly shirts ever. I don't know, like, it was just so weird that when you play Raven and Redwoods and you're looking at their style, somewhat it is what it was back in the 90s, but not that much. Like on here, like these zombies, the hairdo is kind of what it was back in the day, but it wasn't. If you look at like Madonna's hairdo and you look at like Paula Abdul's hairdo and you look at that, and on these, they don't look the correct way. I don't know, you had more of a curly look than anything else. Everyone always had a curly look to their hair. Oh. See, the leopard stuff wasn't around up here. And that's kind of what it wasn't around here. Not that many people would think the leopard style came in probably close to like 91, 92 up here. And well, up here was like the green, the blues, the neon greens and neon blues. There was a documentary on the you'll see, like, if you really want to. I think maybe it is actually on it could be on the internet. What it looked like back in the 80s, which up here where I lived. You can go to Kennywood Memories. It's a theme park close to where I live at. Kennywood Memories. And you can look at the people who wear the styles and everything. The fanny packs, yes. They were the most popular things ever around this area. The neon greens, the neon purples, those were the colors in the 80s. Like, you'd actually see those everywhere. The spandex everywhere, the situations like that would have been around. But sometimes stuff that they didn't get right in this one is just not there. The 90s style didn't happen like that. I don't even think anybody, like, say they had pacifiers on their necks. The pacifier for, like, didn't happen until 2000. Most people use what was called ring pops. If you guys don't remember what ring pops were candy, pieces of candy that people would use it, like a little bit of plastic with a little bit of candy. It'd be like a sucker for your fingers, and that's what people would use. And that would be like a pacifier because it would have that same round shape around your mouth. And that's what happened. People thought that was what it was, what the pacifier was. And usually some people got that wrong. Slasher movies would have been cooler if it was in a slasher movie. 78 to 79 to 90. I'm not 80, 81, 82. I said 90, 70 to 90. The slasher movies were actually better in 78 to 70, 79, 80, 81, 82. That's all it was. Like, within 7 years was a slasher movie. Always a slasher movie in the 70s. Always started with, like, Friday the 13th was one. The cabin, not the cabin in the woods, the cabins. I don't even know. It was the least popular movie back in the day, but it was called The Cabins. You got Halloween, you had a whole bunch of movies back in the day that were slasher movies. But if you predict on the 90s didn't have slasher movies. They didn't really have at all. The only slasher movie that was most popular was probably Wes Craven's New Nightmares that happened in 94. Was it 94 or 90? Yeah, it was 94. And if you had the VHS tape to the Wes Craven's New Nightmares, there was a red edition VHS tape to it. Red. It looked like it was bloody red VHS tape. And if you had the deluxe version of the New Nightmares, it would have been white. It would be a white VHS tape. Same as difference as if you had Ghost. The Patrick Swayze, if you would have bought it on day 1 to whatever it was, Ghost on VHS tape was actually white too. There wasn't that many like special editions to it, but if you're talking about a special edition on VHS tapes, it was only about 5 to 10 minutes extra bonus stuff. Meaning, if you ever watch a VHS tape, an old VHS tape, and you watched it at the very beginning, you had like little segments of like what would come in theaters the next minute, like the trailers to it. You're sitting there watching the trailers. Well, they would take that out, and as soon as you pop in a movie, it would actually play the movie. It would say, "Welcome to the main feature presentation," and all that other stuff. at the very end of the movie, at the very end where the credits would be at, instead of watching the movie, you would watch the movie like the regular way. But when the credits would actually end, that's where the extended version would actually begin. It would say, for the bonus stuff. And that's where it would be at. I don't know. The difference is VHS tapes died out completely fast, too fast. Everyone's like, wait, VHS tapes? What were those? What were those things? Are those like something that the dinosaurs used to watch or something like that? Maybe it was. No. I mean, the same thing as 8-tracks and something like that. People keep those 8-tracks. And if you get like the bonus of the 8-tracks, or some 8-tracks are actually more valuable. Some are more valuable than anything else. The reason why, if you look at it, if you can find an 8-track, and this is the coolest thing to do, is find an 8-track, and if it's sealed up, if it's actually sealed up in a box still, not even touched, not even played, it's worth money. It might be worth 35 cents right now, but the inflation to it, towards the point, like say about another 10 more years, you gotta think about it. You're not saving it for like, well, you're not saving it for right now. You're saving it up to 10 to 15 years. Even it passed down to another generation, to another generation, to another generation. More time that you have the generation, you tell your people, like, you don't go, hey, you say, don't open this, and it'd be worth money. It's almost the same thing as getting a prize at McDonald's and not opening up the package. It's going to be worth money. Look at those Happy Meals back in the 70s and 80s and 60s and 50s and all that. The first Happy Meals, whatever it was, at the very beginning. They're worth tons and tons of money right now. So yeah, even people thought those Beanie Babies were actually going to be worth a lot of money too. Well, they're kind of worth money there and there, but they're not worth that much. It's the same thing as the the Funko Pop figurine things. People still collect those, but the difference is when you collect them, you gotta know if it's messed up or it's more of a valuable thing to keep. Because you can collect them all, you can collect every single one of them. Okay, but they might not be valuable to the point. The ones that were like valuable are the ones that are like messed up, missing a piece in production, or were cut in line. Like say they did a set of like ones that didn't have like supposed to have those pants, and then they back. What happens? That's more valuable, right? Just like the same thing as comic books. People used to collect those at the most because if you have issue 1, whatever it was called, issue 1 of Spider-Man, Superman, all those other ones, those are worth money too. Mint condition was like completely mint condition. No fingerprints, no creases, no dents, no nothing. No ripped pages, nothing. It was in complete condition. That's probably like worth like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. That's like the Hannes Wagner card that's out there for the Cracker Jack boxes, the ones that were out there. That's like a lot of money too. The best thing to do sometimes with games, if it's very rare in video games, buy the game when it's sold. And when it's sold up, keep it and do it that way. Right now, because the PlayStation 4 is going down, where it's basically that's what's happening. You could buy a PlayStation 4 game for a cheap price. Keep it in the package. Keep it in the package, and what happens is, because you kept it in the package over about 10 more years, 10 years, you'll get your money's worth of it, because you kept it in mint condition. You kept the manual and production of it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. The value goes up more too. So if you're a collector, if you're really a collecting person and you really collected things, go to your store right now, or not right now. Go on the internet, type in whatever, type in any game you wanted to for a cheap price. You can buy a $3 game, $5 game, $10 games. You can collect the Xbox games, PlayStation 4 games. Keep them in condition. Keep them into where they have the plastic still around. Get 10 games, 15 games, 20 games. Keep them, okay? 10 to 15 years, trust me, you'll be fine. Look at games that have the box sealed up. Super NES, if you had Super NES games, okay, or Game Boy games that were sealed up, were still in the box, sealed up, they're worth money. Hell, if I was more smarter, I would have kept the Sega Genesis game like that. Sega Genesis games like that, was sealed up and everything, factory sealed, never touched, never opened up. Damn straight, that'd be like a lot of money there. They're ready to do this Easter egg. They're like, yeah, look at us, we're gonna go do the Easter egg. I'm not even paying attention to this game. This is how much I'm really paying attention to this game. Not really caring. I've been talking like left and right about what's going on. Everyone's like, wait, this person's been talking for almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours, yes, I've been talking for almost 3 hours. Usually by this time, and this is the other coolest thing about this Call of Duty game. Usually by this time, Call of Duty, and you have a bunch of people that have mics, and they'll sit there and talk all this time. They'll sit there and talk. And talk like, yeah, did you see this movie? Did you see this movie? Did you see this? Did you see this TV show? All the way to round 16. And it always happens. Play a full game. Play a full game from 1 to 16, 1 to 17. Sit there and talk to your buddies, your pals, your friends, okay? Sit here and talk to them. Any Call of Duty Zombies game. Any Call of Duty Zombies games. Why I say any Call of Duty Zombie games? Because whenever it hits round 16, that's when it dies out. So if I'm sitting here playing right here like this, I'm walking around just like this, okay? I'm walking back and forth just like this. And, and say these three guys had mics. They'll sit there and talk. Right now, it would be like... And I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna say anything. What else to say? It's round 17. I hate that. That's another thing that needs to be fixed. I've been playing for an hour in here. Holy crap. So yeah, that's one cool thing about this video. I talk about the weirdness of the weirdness of the whole situation that goes on. You know, if you think something's collectible, and this is what I'm gonna say, if you think something's collectible right now, collect it. And what I'm saying is, even if it's, and this is the craziest thing, someone actually called the stupid guy up, David Hasselhoff. Say cereal boxes, okay? Cereal boxes, a lot of people do collect those, but that's the difference. The only reason why people collect cereal boxes was back in the day was Wheatie boxes or Kicks or something like that. That had athletes on it and athletics. Things that were something on them. The other thing that people would collect, there, see, someone's in the Pack-a-Punch. Someone's in the Pack-a-Punch. Okay. Nope. Someone's out of the Pack-a-Punch. Like, if not like, okay, a high volume of people that collect it, don't collect it. Unless you really know that you're young and you're not old and you know 100%. Like, if you're 30 years old, and you're gonna collect Pokemon cards, and you know 100% that you can actually say to your son or daughter that you let them have the carts when you turn 80 years old. You give them, and they say don't sell the carts. Don't just keep them till they are like until you hit 80 years old, and then and so on and so on and so on. That's the thing. When you're collecting something, you have to collect it. You have to know it. You think it's gonna be worth the money to it. There's gonna be money towards it. It's gonna take a longer time. So, like, say, I'm just gave like an example, the Pegman cards, or what's the other cards that people used to collect? The Dungeon and Dragons and things like that. Whatever cards it was. I never collected any of those cards. I never.
I am Willard White.
If I get my hands on you, I'm gonna rip your neck.
What else? What else? The reason why I say like collect something, or you're trying to collect something, the inflation to collections, or the you gotta think about this. You collect something that you know someone's not gonna have. Say you go out and you buy every single CD ever possibly made. Okay, and say they said, well, we're done making CDs. The last CD in production is gonna be December 31st, 2021. Okay, and then go in and they start saying, well, now this would be your opportunity to go out and take that last couple CDs and you buy every single CD, and then the last CDs you say, well, say it's Willie Nelson's final farewell. It's December 31st to 2021 and everything else. Their last CD. So you buy like 10 of those CDs because then you can say the last CD and everything else. But because that's the last CD, the inflation of it or the production of it, they're gonna make 2,000 to 5,000 of those CDs. It's gonna last a longer time. And the way I say things, okay, the way I say things right now, the very first CD that was ever made will be worth a lot of money right now. Why? Because the longer time, the longer skill time, it's just the way it is. Like if you collected 8 tracks, you collected every single 8-track, okay, every single one of them, and they have the stickers. They you can actually listen to the music clearly without having it like wrinkle or crispy, or what it's called, crispy, where the crackling of the music would crackle, make that noise. If it doesn't have that, and you can play the music and you can hear it clearly, and you have every single 8-track there is, that collection altogether would be worth a lot of money. And it'd be much more because of the sticker value. If they're in mint condition to where they have no like, because you'd work on your car, and you have grease spots on your car, like, and then you put your hand through the grease, and then all of a sudden, bam, you put the 8-track in, and what would have the 8-track would have grease all everywhere on it. Instead of having the white one, the white case to an 8-track, you'd have basically it would be gray more, little gray streaks, fingerprints everywhere, and it wouldn't be worth a lot of money. So you work on your car, and then all of a sudden you put, say, Rush. You put Rush in there with the 8-track, or even Led Zeppelin, or you put Pink Floyd on, or something. I mean, Patti LaBelle. I could name like 20 name 20 tracks of the songs that people would listen on an 8-track, or even the artist. Most people would put "Ring My Bell" on, or "You Dropped a Bomb on Me," Earth, Wind and Fire, the artist, that whole song, every one of those songs. This is before tape decks used to be a thing. This is before you took your portable CD player and put it in and got the extension to your tape deck, put it in, and you had your portable CD, your Sony Walkman, and pop that in. This is before that time. Oh, damn. I could label 20 to 30 different things that changed in the whole entire world. In my time to anybody else's time. When you get older, things are going to change. So, I talked almost for 3 hours completely. Just random things. If you guys were like, really liked what I said and everything, and the quality of the streams or things like that, I don't know. Okay. Oh, damn. I talk a lot, so that's the difference. That's the other thing that gets towards where more entertaining that you are, the more entertaining that someone is. I know I'm not on camera or not around the camera at the most. I know it's okay. In this pandemic, towards the point, the place that I go cut my hair, or the place that the haircut place is I don't know if they're ever gonna open back up. But I usually get my hair cut. And my hair isn't the best looking, you know, what it is right now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
No one knows.
No.
Wow. Say, come on. This guy's been in here 3 or 4 times already.
I know.
He's your buddy. No, he don't have paw. He don't have paw. Cause he's a newbie. He's on mirror mode. That's what it is. So when are you gonna do? When are you gonna do Mephistopheles? No, when are you gonna do it today? You gotta do Mephistopheles today.
Silly little robot alone.
You gotta do Mephistopheles every single day. Yeah, it is.
Enjoying the thrills and chills of Spaceland.
I know. I'm probably gonna do it too. Yeah, that's what happened.